Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Florida versus Baylor college basketball matchup on Friday, November 24th, 2023. Of course, I do tons of free picks every day, but when you give out that many, you're going to like some more than others. Those are the ones that are my best bets. I put those under the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz.com. You can use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make bigger bets. Of course, not available on the website. You just got to text that number that you see on the screen. And like I said, if you make big bets, text the number. But let's get to this one. Florida taking on Baylor, and pretty good matchup here. Early season action. Florida 4-1 on the season. Baylor a perfect 5-0. While Baylor's not ranked in the top 10, I gotta say, we've seen Baylor in action before, and I think this team certainly ranks among those great Baylor teams. I think that they might be a little bit underrated, even though they're highly ranked and undefeated. And of course, the rankings seem to change every week in college basketball. Florida came into this season with lots of hope. We all know hope can be a very dangerous thing. Makes you maybe do some things that not make some changes that you probably need to change. But I think Florida, probably has things going in the right direction, maybe just not as quickly or as much achieved as they might like to think. They certainly have quality players on their team, but I think when you look at them compared to maybe their opponent today, you're probably going to get a lot better barometer than what they faced. Of course, they lost outright to Virginia as a favorite. They were never really, leading that game or never really threatened to win that game, and I think that was kind of the barometer that we've seen so far for Florida, was that one. We saw them beat Pitt last time out. They were a 6-point favorite in that game. They won by 15. Personally, I'm not a big believer in Pitt, and I even gave out Florida in the video, even though I'm not really a Florida person, and Florida State was the other win for Florida. So they've played a decent schedule. Pitt, Florida State, Virginia. While Baylor has played, they played Auburn in their opener, beating Auburn as a 2-point dog in that game and knocking off Oregon State in their last game by 16 to arrive into this matchup against Florida. I think what we see from this Baylor team, it's just we have a coach here in Drew who just really knows how to get it done on the recruiting trail. I mean, this guy gets so many great players on his roster every single year. It is an embarrassment of riches just trying to figure out what five to put on the court at what time. That's the biggest problem that Baylor seems to have. I mean, even LJ Cryer leaving for Houston, no crying on the Bear side. It's just more room for another player to step right in there. Keontae George goes to the NBA, no problemo, man. We got 6 other guys that can fill that spot. Baylor, just one tough customer. I expect them to be a team that goes deep into March. I think the Gators are greatly improved in all fairness, and I think on the inside they're going to have a shot, but boy, on anything going on in the exterior, offensively and defensively, they are in big, big trouble. I'm going to take Baylor in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at Sports Chat Place. They'll tell you how often historically each of the bets on the board have actually hit. Then they look at it next to today's odds, putting you on the most favorable bets today.